Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for checking out the video. If you're new, my name is Angelique. Everybody just calls me Angie. And I've taken some time off from my channel just to process the tragedy that I've had with my family. And you can, check that out in past videos if you want to, or check my social media because it's on there. But basically, COVID affected my family in a terrible way. And, I've never really been the same since. I'm just trying to get a semblance of normalcy in my life, especially since I have multiple jobs. And one of them is a personal trainer where you have to be uplifting and motivating to others. So it's taken me some time to even feel like a positive person again. And now that I am, I'm trying to move forward with my life and do what I need to do. So anyway, here's recent leg day that I just started implementing a few days ago. I'm sorry, the camera's moving a little bit. But as you can see here in the first set I was doing, or the first set you saw, I was doing hamstring curls, which I love. Seated hamstring curls, I really do feel them more than standing hamstring curls. And so I'll utilize that movement more just because you can go heavier and utilize both legs, single leg, whatever you want, and really control the weight as well as be able to pause and feel comfortable. And now I'm using bands here in the lying hamstring leg press, because I used to go like 4 or 5 plates each side and a quarter maybe. And then what happened is that my legs blew up. So while I built a lot of muscle, my legs had gotten bigger overall, and that is not my goal anymore. So my goal now is to lean out my legs and keep as much muscle as I can. So that is why I'm now using bands, which I actually really like because you really feel the tension, especially as you're trying to push back up. So you don't even need as much weight when you utilize bands. So I have my clients using these bands. I use them now, which you'll keep seeing here in the next clip. They're fantastic, frankly. Give them a shot. And you don't even need a lot of weight. With this power front squat that I'm doing, I actually was able to put on a third plate. So I have 3 plates each side comfortably. And I think this is my 4th set of this, I believe, of these front squat, power squat, whatever you want to call them. They're really front squats because the weight is in front of you. I'll probably keep using this machine, especially anytime I don't feel like barbell front squatting, which I used to love to do all the time and still do. But this with the bands, it's a really good exercise. You really feel a tension. And you can still be stabilized while pushing this much weight. So, I'll keep this in the mix. Anyways, you can see here I've gained about a good amount of weight back. Unfortunately, through the events that's happened last year, I went back to processing my grief with food and, my feelings with food. So, one of my goals this year, my personal goals are just be drop probably 40, 50 pounds slowly and hopefully not drop much muscle and then go from there. And after that, I don't know, but that is one of my main goals along with my client-based goals and any business goals I have, because I want to get back to how I used to look, which was pretty fit, and, keep or maintain that. And then maybe, I don't know, progress even further. But anyway, as you can see here, I'm doing barbell hip thrusts. I also used to hip thrust pretty heavy. I think my highest hip thrust was like 365 or something. I don't know. I think it was like 365. But anyway, so that was 225, and I'm going to work up my hip thrust again. Next up, I tried to sumo deadlift. I don't know why. I think I'm trying to work on glutes a little bit more this year, just because, if you can hit every body part hard or work at whatever body part is lacking while you drop body fat, you have more of a chance of putting muscle on those areas. So I'll work on it in different ways. Sumo is one of them, although I am not comfortable sumo deadlifting just because my limbs are long. I have long legs and long arms, and I'm tall enough, so it does not equal a good sumo deadlift. So conventional deadlifts are not going to be my priority this year. I'll probably just do it for fun once in a while. But if I do any deadlifts, it's either going to be sumo, rack pull, or I might start doing Smith machine sumo deadlifts. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, next up was glute cable kickbacks. I have these little attachment for your ankles, so I figure why not use them. Also, I actually like being able to kick my leg up to the side, up back to the side, as opposed to our machine that we have in my gym, which is a little bit lower, and it's just not as comfortable with my legs being a little bit longer. So, I'll do these cable kickbacks at the end of workouts probably moving forward, just whenever I'm at my gym, just because I'm just more comfortable doing them this way. And it's when you're already tired, this feels hard to do, even with 20 pounds or 30 pounds or whatever's there. So I'll probably continue using this every once in a while. And at the other gym that I train at, which you'll see shortly in the next clip, I think I think we still have access to their glute kickback machine. It was like closed off for a while there. I don't know. I have to see next time I do legs at that gym. And speaking of, here is my recent chest workout that I literally just did. And I'll take you guys through this. Oh, and if you hear any cars in the background, sorry, but I live by a highway and people like to race down the highway, even though it's like 1 o'clock, no, almost 2 o'clock in the morning right now. So when I'm doing this voiceover, hoping for quiet. But anyway, what I did here is warm up, which is what I normally do. I usually either do machine or cable pec flies, which is what I'm doing here, crossovers, whatever you want to call them. I did about 4 sets, increasing weight. And I believe I also had the handles down more across my chest to start, and then, move the handles back up. So here's a machine I wish my gym has, and I hope we get. It's like another pec fly variation that you can use. It feels a little different. I like this a lot, actually. I was warming up for chest the last couple of workouts I did with just this machine. It was fine. And you can use, as you see the top handles, you can use it as just your flat bench instead of pec fly, which I was doing some sets at flat bench too before I moved into incline and some other workouts. So after that, I moved over to incline barbell bench, which I always love to do. It can be annoying just because without a spotter, I can only push myself but so much, and I don't really feel like failing. So I usually push myself to what I feel that day. Now, since I haven't worked out in, I don't know, a week or two, just because of the weather and everything. If you don't know, Houston, well, obviously everyone in the world knows. So this is after the Houston storm we had, where it was disaster because of all the power outages and no water and everything. So anyway, this is actually my second workout back now. The leg day was the first, and this was I had a shoulder workout first. So this is the third workout back. I just didn't record the shoulder workout that much, so I didn't put it in here. But anyway, as you can see here, that was my incline bench there at 145, I believe, for reps. And now moved over to incline dumbbell bench, and I worked up to 60s. I've done 65 before, plenty of times, and I could probably do 70s, but I would need a spotter. There's no way I can get 70s up by myself, I don't think so. That's the problem with not having a spotter, is because there's weights you can probably do, and I don't really trust a random gym goer to just spot me. I just can't. So when I'm at my gym, I can always ask somebody who works behind the desk, but when I'm at another gym, no way in heck. So anyway, as you can see here, I'm doing some biceps as well. I usually include biceps in my chest workout because it's opposing muscle groups. So here I'm doing machine curls. I really love this high machine curl. I wish my gym would get it because it feels more comfortable, especially for females. And you're not leaning over. It's your arms are straight the whole time. And it's easier to curl too, so you can curl heavier with this machine, which is what I like. So I did a double arm, bunch of sets, and then I dropped to single arm, as you'll see here shortly, and just as a burnout afterwards. And then after I finished my burnout set, you'll see here. Next up, I moved over to decline chest press, since this gym that I'm at has a hammer strength machine that you can utilize. And I did, I think 3 or 4 sets with double arm, and then a drop set with lighter weight to single arm just as a burnout, which was good. You could really feel it, especially at the upper pec and at the shoulder line, so it's kind of a little bit of a shoulder workout too, since it's secondary muscles. But anyway, I just wanted to say that, like, for me, or actually at the end of this video, you'll see just some footage of the snow we had, along with me and my dog trying to walk in it. I think it was her first time seeing snow. I don't recall, because I've had her now for 2 years. I don't know if we had snow last year. Can't remember if we did and if we walked around a lot, but there was definitely no ice. I don't recall. So if you want to see some fun stuff with my dog, keep watching to the end. But anyway, so here is another shot of the bicep curls that I did. I did double arm and then drop set to single arm. As I was saying, yeah, so with everything that happened last year, it's like been hard for me because when you're testing to be a personal trainer, you learn a lot, but what you don't learn is how to deal with tragedy and still motivate people and uplift people and whatnot. So it's been difficult because I actually considered quitting my job as a personal trainer since I have a full-time regular job. And I actually had to think about that for a minute before I made the decision to, keep sticking with it and keep going because, I've been doing great work with my clients and I enjoy it. So, that's one thing that I'm glad I didn't give up because who knows where my life would be right now if I had just given up being a personal trainer and a coach, just because of how I felt at the moment. Anyway, I'm ending it here on a positive note with Sydney enjoying the recent snowstorm. Sydney and I are walking across the ice. Hold on, girl. Okay. Go figure, this dog loves snow and it wants to drag me along with her for the ride. Alright, okay. No, we're not going that way. Come on. Hopping around and shit. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Hopping and stuff like she does at the daycare. No, we're going this way. She would love New York probably, but I'm not going back. No, we're not going over there. Come on. She keeps dragging me. We're in on spots to really get somewhere fast, and yeah, it's fun for me walking and trying not to slip on ice because she wants to go flying over it. Although it was fun watching her skate over ice for a little bit while she was on a leash with me, so she was safe, but it was funny to watch, like a cartoon. Anyway, Texas. If you could see what I'm wearing, although actually I'm gonna post it. I look like I'm in New York with a winter jacket, scarf, boots, everything. Of course, gloves. Anyway, it's like I said, it's pretty, but nope, don't miss it at all. So I'm having too much fun out here. Wanting to go flying and running. I'm just trying to stay upward. Okay, look. Meanwhile, I'm walking on the snow, she's walking on ice, of course. Other than that, it's not so bad because there's no other dogs out here, and not every spot has ice. Slow down. Here she goes dragging me again. Oh, Texas living.